What is up, you beautiful people out there on the internet? It is I, Michael Shockman, here with our next episode here in the DM Shockman Institute. Welcome, by the way. Here in our next episode of our 5th edition, D&D 5th edition Simplified series. Today, in this week's episode, we're going to be covering the Half-Elf. Really quick before we dive into it, this is going to be a really quick video, just so you're aware. Two really quick things. Please smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It helps out with the algorithm here on YouTube, so thank you so much in advance. Secondly, please comment down below. We're doing half-elves today. What's your favorite half-elf character in literature? Are you a fan of Elrond of Rivendell? Are you a fan of Tanis Half-Elven from the Dragonlance books? Just tell me down below, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much. And with that out of the way, folks, we're going to dive right into this really quick snippet into the half-elves. Now, the half-elves, here we go. The half-elves are basically born of two worlds. In a lot of cases, at least in the original setting of things for D&D, they were, especially in Dragonlance, speaking of Tanis Half-Elven, they were neither accepted in elven culture because they weren't fully elf, and they weren't accepted in human culture because they weren't fully human. So they're kind of like without putting it not to put too fine a point on it, but they're basically the bastard children of two races that are not necessarily enemies, but kind of look on each other as, in some cases, in literature and in gaming, with a little bit of disdain. So they neither belong to one or the other, and they kind of walk the medium and walk the fence, and kind of live in between. I will say this: I have had some DMs who and read some books and whatnot that make when they mention half-elves. Half-elves are actually created, and when they're created, they are technically like other hybrids, like ligers and stuff like that in our world. They are technically sterile, so that kind of adds a little bit of an interesting, if depressing, type of thing to it. Regardless, half-elves are a great compromise, and they're honestly one of the most popular races in the entire game, from what I can tell. And here's why. So first off, half-elves mechanically get their ability score increases are huge. They get a +2 to their charisma, which opens up a whole bunch of doors right there. They also get a +2. They also get 2 other ability score increases of anything you want to choose that you can increase by 1 other than charisma. So you get a +2 to your charisma, and you get +1 to 2 other ability scores. Their age, half-elves mature at the same rate as humans and reach adulthood around the age of 20. They live much longer than humans, however, and often exceeding 180 years. Generally, what I've found is that most people who talk about them, they generally live about a quarter to a third of the length of a full-blooded elf, which is kind of interesting. Their size, half-elves are about the same size as humans, ranging from 5 feet to 6 feet tall, and their size is medium. They have a base walking speed of 30 feet. They get dark vision. Thanks to your elven blood, you have superior dark vision in dim and dark conditions. You can see dim light up to 60 feet as per usual, as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were dim light. You cannot discern color, blah, 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 blah. They also get Fey ancestry from their elven parentage. They get advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic cannot put them to sleep. They also get something called skill versatility, which allows them to gain proficiency in 2 skills of their choice, which is pretty cool. Any 2 skills from the list. They also get languages. They get 2 languages to start. They can speak and read and write Common, 3 languages: Common, Elvish, and 1 other language. So you can see that half-elves out of the gate are like in my opinion, one of the best classes to play for a new player. You get a whole buffet menu of new stuff. Not a lot of really in-depth kind of specialized abilities for the race, but I would highly recommend them if you're just wanting to introduce someone to the stuff. Have them play a half-elf. They'll have a great time. Anyway, guys, that's going to cover it for today's episode on the half-elf in our D&D 5th edition Simplified series. Please, as per usual, follow the links down in the description. You know what they do, you know where they go, you know what to do. I'm Michael Schachman. I've been your host and commentator. Stay tuned for next week's episode when we cover humans in next week's episode. But until then, folks, remember as always, keep it real, keep it safe, keep it healthy, and we'll see you guys again soon in the Institute. Bye, guys.